Where am I? Chug! 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 Get me out of here! Or I'm suing SeeSide! Oh, Rose! Oh. Don't panic, Queen. There has got to be a way to get out of here. Chug! Anyone? Please! I promise I won't sue! Come on. Oh, come on. You know what? I can wait. I can just wait for them to grow. If I step into that nasty city soup one more time, I just gotta stay put and I'll be out in no time. Well, I'll just take a look around to make sure I'm not missing any, I don't know, obvious exit. You never know, there could be a staircase around the corner where Chunk is waiting with my settlement check. Or hey, if I'm not, I can come back and the vines will be fully grown. It doesn't hurt to try. Gross. Wait, I can hear people.
Apollo crafting table.
Thank you everyone. Help? We simply couldn't have made the movie without it. Let's get a huge round of applause for the incredible cast and crew. Some of them are even in the audience with us today. No help I've ever received in my career has been nearly as crucial as. But see, with my newsstand, I could change the narrative.
Yeah. And we could
What?
we could absolutely slide some blue your way. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. You've done work for the block market in the past. The block market is prepared to offer you
Wait,
in exchange
is this still
for
the movie?
good press or no press, 3
What the
diamond
heck
blocks.
is a block market?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Chunk, I like you. Let's give him
Run!
6 shulker boxes and 3 diamond blocks.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say no one
Wow.
else saw them run off. Oh.
Shh, I want to see what
This,
happens. Where do I sign? Okay, I've seen enough. You've got some explaining to do, Chunk. Who's this guy think he is? Where does he think he go?
Wait, don't go, please. Okay. Which way did I even come from? Wait, no, the other way.
What in the nether was that stunt back there? The whole point of the contract was to control the press. And you just admit to everyone we paid you off.
I swear, I have no idea how that even happened.
You're more full of crap than my inventory. Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you right now.
Because they'll hear you do it.
Good point. We ought to wait a while before we do it.
That was a close one, team. I mean, who knows what could have happened if they caught us, right?
Is this guy serious?
I say we lay low for the time being. And then tomorrow I can release a Newport Times article and clear all of this up as a big misunderstanding.
Hey, what was that for? You knocked him out last time. It was supposed to be my turn. Then why didn't you do it sooner? Watch your step. I told you not to wear sunglasses down here. And I told you not to wear the helmet with the suit. You know it doesn't come off.
Nearly 7 minutes in, welcome everyone to another episode on the SeeMore SMP. I hope you enjoyed that bit of cinema and lore at the beginning. If you've watched my episodes before, you probably expect some of that at some point. We'll continue the story soon, but for now, we're breaking out of the lore and getting back to expanding the ever-growing city of SeeSide. Hello. I'd love to stay and chat, but are they? No way, they're actually using the crosswalk? Can't say the same for you. See how easy it is, pal? I don't have to outrun the pillagers, I just gotta outrun you, buddy. As you can see, I've begun the long, boring process of expanding the roads and making plots. Okay, wait, I actually feel kinda bad if that wandering trader dies. His XP is on my hands. Stop! Don't do it! No! Well, looks like you found the parking garage. You know, you're always dragging those things around with you. You looking for a place to store those bad boys or what? Now that side quest is finished, let's take a look at the plot we're working with today. The game plan is a resort on the dirt plot and a fancy pool/outdoor lounge area right beside it. You know, I just realized I never explained nor recorded the process of making this fountain out front. No water in it just yet, but I'm extremely happy with how detailed and ornate it feels. I used quite a few different materials. I used a candle, a blaze station. Of course, I had to sneak in some scaffolding. I swear people hate on scaffolding all the time, but I find a new use for it practically every day of my living, breathing life. Anywho, these are just some of the resources I'm using for the resort. There were a lot of other materials that went into the builds you're about to see. But I do a mix of planning ahead and building on the fly, so I don't always have everything prepared right at the start. You know what I'm saying? The resort I'm going to build here is inspired by a Battlefield 4 map that I don't know the name of because I've played the game for probably 20 minutes. But the resort on the map is called the Gold Coast. So if you're familiar with it, or you look it up and it looks nothing like mine, good. Wonderful. Great. Perfect, even. That just makes me a more original, creative inventor, so... Chessmate, idiot. Sorry, I didn't mean to get hostile. It's just the 20 minutes of Battlefield 4 I played, I was trying to get a good look at the resort and people kept killing me. Okay? There. Now that I got it out, I can relax. I have no enemies. Freaking stupid strip log! I don't even care. I'm leaving it. I have no enemies. Ow. I have no... Oh! I have no enemies. I have an enemy! The only enemies I have is the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I just heard that on TikTok. I don't think I know what it means. The only enemies I have are on Battlefield 4. I don't know why I decided that would be the bit for today, but it is. Might have something to do with it being a Battlefield 4 map. Did I mention that, by the way? The resort Coast Resort. We'll break down what exactly that means later. For now, we're not breaking down. We're building up. We're placing that down. Anyways, these are some pool chairs. Pretty cute design. Notice the gradual slope the carpet and the trapdoor create, while the banner and the open fence gates help keep the chair feeling thin and light, not too clunky. Have you ever seen so much thought be put into a poolside chair, besides the people who do that for a living in real life? Well, I'm sure even they took some breaks, which don't forget to do yourself. Do you think people who make furniture for a living ever sit on their seats at work while setting aside their seat on a break from their seat work? Yeah, I'm giving Sally a run for her money with that tongue twister. Maybe I ought to have Sally's be an actual shop in SeeSide to sell seashells by my seashore. I don't know. Maybe Sally's tongue twister was better than mine. Practically looks like you're swimming up to the boardwalk. And underwater? Oh, baby. It's like I can swim up to the lighthouse. Shall we do an exterior reveal? I think we shall. Resort Coast Resort. Take a vacation from your inventory and let our experts resort your troubles. Resort Coast Resort can only sort out in-game items and cannot sort out real-life problems. Simply give me access to your storage room and I'll rummage through your stuff. I'll put things in places you would have never even have thought to. The best part is, you'll have no idea because you'll be here. Did I mention there's a slide? Here goes nothing. Again. You can get access to the pool and lounge area through the gate. I just forgot my key card. Up the stairs, we got the pool. We got the hot tub. I think this place has got the vibes. And it's got parkour. If you would have asked me in the last scene if I thought the interior would get done the same episode, let alone the next shot, I would have said no. Yet, here we are, standing in the mostly finished lobby of our pretty much completed resort. Let me give you a tour. I decided to opt for 2 larger suites rather than many multiple tiny rooms. This is a proper luxurious interior, which I planned out using dirt and scaffolding to get a feel for the layout, and then I slowly replaced the shapes I made with proper furniture and decorations. And with the power of imagination and the latest technology, it's almost like the bed isn't made of solid terracotta. What do you think of my design work here? A classy, unique, modern lamp and nightstand? I placed an armor stand into a cauldron and then I just piston smashed a block into it. Of course, the room comes with a kitchen. Of course, we provide you a place to eat, as long as you don't need to excrete. Did I mention there's no bathroom? So the kitchen's functionless, but dang, does it look good. Just like this view. This view will get better in time. For now, the top floor suite is a bit of a letdown. The only difference is it has an end chest. I decided to go that extra mile. I'm considering revamping the top floor so it's not a carbon copy. But overall, I'm quite pleased with this establishment, inside and out. You know what? On the topics of buildings having insides and outsides, I added quite a decent chunk to the inside of one of my unfinished buildings just up the road. We built this bad boy a few eps back, short for episode. We just never finished the intizzle up in that faux shizzle. We never finished the interior. Believe it or not, this building actually serves a function. I used Shulkercraft's auto brewer design and hooked it up to be powered by a wind charge launcher to brew jump and speed potions. However, I needed to bulk brew some potions, so I built a couple more of Shulkercraft's auto brewers to brew lingering potions of slow falling. And I probably already burned through a chest full of this. You might even be wondering to yourself, Chunk, how'd you get enough materials to craft 9 lingering slow falling potions? Well, to tell you the truth, I had to go to the nether. Had to get a couple blaze rods. I'll be honest, I didn't have any blaze powder. It was very scary. Not to mention all the gas I had to kill, because apparently end crystals need gas tiers. What'd you need the end crystals for? Well, the dragon, because slingering potions need the dragon's breath. So I had to scoop up a bunch of hot dragon's breath. Luckily, I had my friend Swag helping me. He distracted the dragon. Thanks for your sacrifice, Swag. And that's how I got all 9 of these potions. I swear there was more. The reason I need the slow falling potions is for the horse race that runs throughout my city. It's one of the gimmicks in the race. You actually have crossbows with slowness. In part of the race, you crash through the S in the Hollywood sign, SeeSide sign. You go up the mountain, and then which is very dangerous, slow falling helps. You go off the waterfall. The slow falling helps jumping off the waterfall as well. And then you finish over in Cozy's boat town. No, boat. It's not a boat dock. What is it? A boat. Hi, Chunk from about 30 seconds later. The correct term is shipyard, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the word of the day we're looking for here is shipyard. Let me show you where we're using all these potions. We burned through quite a lot of them. And by them, I mean, look, there's even more. You thought I had 9, boom, doubled it. That's 18 potions. Not to mention there's even a hopper back here somewhere. I'm loaded. Absolutely loaded. Let me put that in there, though. Gotta use every single one. So, how this mechanism works, which you might have seen in the race in the last video, is I have a tripwire hooked up. The racers are supposed to crash through this S, which falls. You know, I actually was going to mention the tripwire is specifically placed so only people on horses will set it off, I think. I hope. That pig looks like it wants to test my theory. That's right. I saw that. I'm on to you. Hey! Get back here! Anyways, as long as he doesn't foil our plans, this S should stay put. The tripwire triggers it. Unfortunately, you have to manually reset it, but I have a little mechanism under here that when you go through the tripwire, if I could just squeeze it and find it. No, it's hopeless. Oh, jeez! This guy's unpredictable. But anyways, so the concrete powder in the scaffolding will fall from my mechanism, and then slow falling is released. The lingering effect is important because it makes sure that the horses of various speeds all have time to slurp up some slow falling. No, don't. Oh, I thought he was going to jump into the tripwire. Actually, I have an idea. Actually, it's probably a bad idea. Well, okay. So it's pretty slow. But, you know what, buddy? You wanted to crash through that S so bad, you wanted to set off that tripwire hook? I think I'm going to let you do just that. Here we go. Okay, so I won't lie, that looks a lot more believable on a horse. But anyway, you crash through the S Hollywood sign, SeeSide sign. You get the slow falling. Very important to have the slow falling. You race up the mountain. And then, because you have the slow falling, it's been a while, hopefully it'll last. On a horse, it's plenty of time. Oh, okay, it's blinking. It's too late. I sent it. Baby, we touched down safely. Talk about cutting it close. What a rush. Sheesh. After a performance like that, I think our friend here has earned a spot in the parking garage. Wouldn't you agree? But I'll be taking that saddle back. Oh, we're not updated yet. We can't shear off saddles. Oh. You win this time, buddy. I ain't killing you. You can keep the saddle. Because that was really fun and epic. I really wanted that. I don't have that many saddles. Whatever. I'm not making that mistake again. Note to self, you can't put a saddle on a pig. Buddy. You saw Buddy get a fancy saddle on a primetime parking spot, uh-huh. And you think its barn door is wide open. Nope. Nope. No, Out. Thank you. Much better. We really only want horses because the pigs aren't actually ideal or practical for the race. As gimmicky and fun as it is to ride a pig, we want horses. But anyways, I don't think I ever showed y'all how to reset this. It's automatically manual. You pretty much have to harvest this concrete powder really quick. Only took a few seconds. You just gotta make sure you get every piece. The scaffolding is probably already despawned. That's okay. You reset with this little stone here, and see, that's the thing that gets retracted by the tripwire. So we place all the scaffolding on this block, so when it gets retracted, all the scaffolding breaks, thus the concrete powder S falls down into that little divot. You see, you're following. It's just because I wanted that gimmick, that Hollywood sign gimmick where you crash through the Hollywood sign. I think that's happened in movies. I honestly was trying to look up scenes on the internet, and I feel like I was getting gaslit. I couldn't find a single picture where someone was crashing through the Hollywood sign. But, see how quickly I put up the S? Took no time at all. Practically automatic. Yeah, and you just hope that an animal doesn't set it off. You just hope that Chunk made enough slow-falling potions, and yeah, the race is nice and dandy. But anyways, y'all, I think we've done quite a bit today. I'm absolutely stoked with how Resort Coast Resort turned out. And this was really just the episode where I got to build it. We'll have to come back and see if the concept of someone paying me to sort their stuff while they're at the resort actually works or not. Thank you so much if you watched till the end. I really don't know how you did it. To everyone subscribed, thank you so much for the support and for not unsubscribing yet. Till next time, deuces, y'all.